My name is Jay Hilliard, and I'm a plan counselor with Friends Life Care. Joining me today is Joylyn Williamson. Hello, Joylyn. How are you?
Hi, Jay. I'm good. Thank you.
The topic today, we wanted to give people an idea about having a real conversation about planning for the future as far as their long-term care is concerned. And we thought rather than just doing facts and figures, we would just talk about our individual situations, ourselves and our families, and how the current conditions of the world and how um, this type of thing has affected everyone and how it's affected us.
So, Jay, let me ask you. You are currently a member. And before I ask you why you joined, would you be willing to talk a little bit about, your mom and your sisters and what you experienced as a family many years ago?
One of the main reasons I'm a member of Friends Life Care is the experience I had in my own family with my mom, especially. My mom lived independently for many, many years. She lived to be 91 years old by herself, independent, with no care needed. But from 91 to 94, uh, we basically were with her 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Luckily for myself, I had a network that could help us. We had our family. I have two older sisters who lived close by to my mom, and through all of us and our spouses, we really had a team of people to navigate this 24-hour a day, 7 day a week care for my mother.
So it was all family that took care of her. You didn't hire outside with an agency.
Well, yeah, mostly. We tried. um, 24/7 is what it is, 24/7. And 7 days a week is constant. So we did look to give ourselves some breaks along the way. And we did try to hire people to give us a break. Unfortunately, people would show up once and then not show up again. Um, People would, from an agency that we used, it was not consistent. It wasn't the same person. So every time my mom had to get used to somebody else.
Did you
She
guys have
wanted,
a schedule? Like you're so
yes.
many
I
days,
was
so
working
many
full
hours?
time at the time. And so I would arrive Friday evening, stay till Sunday night. My sister would come Sunday night, stay till Wednesday morning. And then the other sister would come Wednesday morning till Friday night. We did that for 3 years, 3 years every single time. And at that time, my children were young. My two boys were young. So basically, every weekend, I was at my mom's house. So my wife would bring the boys to us, but they can't stay all weekend. So I would see them for a couple hours when they were there. So it was, um, but it's your mom,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
you do what you have to do. Fast forwarding now, during that period of time, I was selling long term care insurance and came across this organization called Friends Life Care. But the more I researched it, um, the more I realized Friends Life Care is what my sisters and I needed for us.
Now, how many years after your mom had passed, or was Friends Life Care even a consideration when you were taking care of your mom?
My mom was already 91 years old when she
Okay.
started needing care, so she did not qualify to
Okay.
join. You have to join. Uh, 85 is the maximum age you can join Friends Life Care. So she was too old to get it. And because she was already in care, she wouldn't qualify for it.
What was your mom's ailment? Was it fragility? Did she age into fragility, or was there a disease involved?
My mom, the doctors described to us that my mom, her body parts were wearing out. In other words, she had no cognitive issues.
Mhm.
She had no specific concerns. It was just a matter of, everything sort of wearing out.
The
So,
falls risk.
correct. To make it safe, we had to make sure we were there. And she was also, uh, the way her house was laid as a ranch house, everything on one floor, except the washer and dryer were in the basement.
Okay.
So she would wait till one of us went to Wawa and then head down the stairs to do her laundry because she didn't want to
Oh,
bother us
yeah,
with doing the laundry.
yeah.
So that's when she would do it. So we had to, almost like when you were a kid, you have to watch what your kids are doing. We had to watch what my mom was doing because she just didn't believe that it wasn't safe.
So did
She would,
she use a walker at that point, or did she need help moving from room to room?
we had a walker for her, but she used it when she needed to. She didn't use it all the time.
Now, your dad, had he passed at that point?
Oh
Or
yeah,
was
my
he-
dad passed 20 years before my mom.
Okay,
So
and he
he
didn't
was
need that kind
70
of
when he
help.
passed away.
Okay, and he didn't need that kind of help
My
then.
dad died suddenly, yeah, so he never. So I had the two extremes
Right.
of someone never needing care, my
Mhm.
dad, and just leaving suddenly,
Yeah,
and my mom with 3 years of continual care.
which is the average. Well, the average, I guess, for women are about 3 to 4 years, closer to
Correct.
4 years
Yeah.
of needing
Yeah.
help.
So,
Okay.
and you never know when those 3 or 4 years. I know you and I talk to people all the time about their concerns about aging, and people say many times when I talk to them, "Well, I'm doing great. I feel great now. Everything's good. Why would I think about?" Well, my mom's 3 years of care didn't occur until she was 91.
Right.
So if you
Right.
talk to my mom when she was 90 and talk to her about, she would say, I don't need any help. I've never needed any help. I've been by myself for 20 years after my dad died.
Mhm.
So you never know when those 3 years can arrive. But
Right.
for my mom, it wasn't until she was 91.
So you guys made dinner, laundry. Did you you took her to the doctors?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
All those things.
What was the toll, Jay, emotionally? Because obviously you're like the sandwich generation. You're taking care of small children and then your mom. Were you able to compartmentalize and then, working full time?
My one sister was the medical person. So
Okay.
all medical issues ran through her. My other sister was the everyday transportation, um, scheduling, booking doctor appointments, going to the grocery store, what do you want, all of those things.
Mhm.
I was the financial and house maintenance person.
Okay.
So
Okay.
my mom had the departments already secured in her mind, and
Mhm.
each of us um, did all those things.
Mhm.
Not everyone has that type of network for themselves. Thanks everyone for joining us today. And if you do want to contact Friends Life Care, I'm going to give you our phone number and we can talk about your situation. Maybe if you want to get a plan in place for yourself and how Friends Life Care works. Our phone number is 215 628 8964. 215 628 8964.
Yeah, and if you'd like to check out our website, you can reach us at www.friendslifecare.org. That's www.friendslifecare.org. There are a number of resources you can pull up, brochures, and you can certainly email and ask us any questions that you might have.
Great, Joyland. It's been a pleasure being with you today.
Thanks, Jay. Thanks for the talk.